Behind DeCord in the Seattle net. Digging it out. Seattle looking to move out. And here comes Eberle up the wing. Across the line. And a backhand. McCann's pass broken up. Now centers. Beniers scores! That top line for Seattle does it again, and they strike.
Well, it's a perfect offensive zone entry. You can see all three lanes filled. Carlo initially negates the first pass, but it goes off his shin pad, right back. You can see to the Seattle Kraken player. Look how wide open Beniers is. Beniers was down low in his zone, makes a good defensive play. Up by Seattle goes, and it's a struggle for the Maple Leafs.
Larson goes high off the glass to the point. McCabe fires it, seeing it all the way, and covering is DeCord, and he hangs on for a faceoff. Along the wall, Tavares, now Knies. Here come the Leafs through center. Matias Michelli across the line. Wrist shot saved by DeCord.
Dump the puck into the Seattle zone, simplify their game, get some confidence with a good forecheck.
Berkeley carries. One-timer saved by Stolars off Tolvanen. At the point, Montour through traffic. Loose and covering is Stolars at the top of the crease. A flurry. 6 or more goals in 3 of those last 5 games where they are winless.
And you got to look at your veterans here, too.
Matthews pushed it to the net. Penalty coming up to Seattle with the man advantage this year. Just 6 for 55 in road power plays. In fact, they're just 2 for their last 28. Here's Knies along the goal line. Watson in the backhand, and it's shoveled wide by Matthews. Able to connect offensively.
Yeah, and here's the one. Matthews wins the faceoff and then finds that little pocket in zone, able to get his stick free, and he just misses the net on his backhand side.
And a backhand shoveled it in deep by McCann, who had an assist on the Beniers goal. Up high, here's Dunn. Slap shot, saved by Stolars. And Domi plays it behind the net. Here is Matthews to the line. Oliver Ekman-Larsson through traffic. Saved by DeCord. Backhand McMahon. Another save, DeCord. Good chances for the Leafs right there. Domi comes away with a puck. Plays it back to the line. Ekman-Larsson across from McCabe. Out high, top of the circle, Domi. Down low, Matthews tries to drag it across. And he just couldn't control the puck. And now Larsson there defensively for Seattle. The Mariners went this year, and if the Kraken can get into the playoffs for the second time in franchise history. Here is a shot from the point and a save by DeCord. Out of the pack, Ryan Lindgren. Tied up along the wall. Good job by this group out there for the Leafs, trying to pin him back. This third line, one-timer score! Nicholas Robertson off a broken play, and we are tied in Seattle.
Nice job on the forecheck, good puck retrieval. Look, all 3 forwards surrounding the Kraken D. It ends up being a giveaway. The Leafs are able to keep the puck in, and I think this goes off Lindgren's foot in front. It's going to be Robertson that gets the goal, and this is just a relentless forecheck for the Toronto Maple Leafs that leads to the tying goal in this first period. And we'll look in front of you. You can't quite tell by that angle, but just...
And the puck kick free at the point here is Larson. And it's redirected on net. Another chance for Schwartz, and Stolar spotted off. And a big save by the netminder for the Leafs.
So right off the face-off, a good battle around the dot. It's won by the Seattle Kraken. There's the first save. The rebound goes right back to Schwartz. He gets a clean look. Another right pad save. This is the tip off the face-off to create that initial rebound.
And lifted out by Larson, gloved down by Ekman-Larsson for Toronto. Re-entry here is Matthews. Matthews, wrist shot, saved by DeCord, who covers. Tries to wheel his way around Jared McCann. McCabe along the half boards. Centering pass broken up. Here is Carlo, tees it up, and a save DeCord. This comes on the heels of going winless in their previous 4 games. And that's been the theme of Stolar's. Lot ties up Goudreau. Centering pass for Winterton. Here's Alexiak at the dot. Shot that hit the post. Hit off the back glass, and now penalty coming up too.
And here's Alexiak. Look at him untouched, allowed to walk down from the point. That goes off the outside of the post, but there's no Leaf player there to challenge him on this play. As we look at Stetcher and Winterton in front, a little battle. You can see just a little bit of an
face-off win. Dunn fakes the slap shot off for McCann. Power play for the Kraken. Here's Chandler Stevenson in a save, and Stolarz covers and hangs on. McCann knocks it down. Loose puck jumped on by Lawrence. And out of the box, here comes Stecher, cutting in, and a shot saved. Decord, rebound, another save by Joey Decord. Sprawling to make the save. Great effort from the Seattle goaltender.
And Stecher recognizes the play, recognizes he's going to be the odd man guy to create this 3-on-2. He gets a good first shot opportunity off, and look at Decord. He loses it here, but a nice push with his right leg. He's able to get the rebound.
Backhands it out of the zone. Tipped in deep by Jacob Melanson. Now Melanson gets to the puck. Tries to lift it. Stolarz a save and point-blank rebound. And Ryan Winterton is denied by Anthony Stolarz.
Deep makes a nice move around Morgan Riley and able to create this opportunity. And you can see it.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson, pass broken up, stolen by Schwartz. Now right in the corner. Plays it back to the point. Lindgren across. One-timer and a save by Stolarz. Max Domi. It's the breaks. Now it's Matthews. Turnaround shot, and he tried to put it in the far post. It just went wide. On the wraparound chance for Matthews. Now Eberle out of the zone. To the center. 2-on-1 developing. Beniers cuts in, drives it. Pass for McCann. And then Stolarz got a piece of that. What an opportunity for Seattle, that 2-on-1. Schwartz through center. Jaden Schwartz. At the center, hit the back of the cage, and now Kakko gets to the puck. Pass for Dunn, broken up with a stick of Domi. Larson leaves it for Schwartz at the line. Schwartz kicks in, Stolarz rebound, score! Shane Wright, 2-1, Kraken.
Go back into the offensive zone and get to work. And this is a rebound that Stolarz is going to want to have back. But you can see how relentless Seattle is on the forecheck. You can see the switches happening for the Leafs defensively. They're just trying to find their way after the turnover. And eventually this is going to end up in the back of the net.
Stevenson gets around Stecher, centers the pass broken up. And chasing after it, Montour back to his own zone. Jaden Schwartz, the assist on the right goal along with Adam Larson, and a 2-1 lead for Seattle. Through center, here comes Gaudreau, plays it off Montour, score! 3-1 Seattle.
But this is another opportunity. This is one Stolarz is going to want to have back, and I'm not sure if he felt that he was going to pass it across there, and he just misread the play, but you can see his feet aren't set, and he's almost up on his toes, and he just can't get down in the butterfly quick enough.
2 goals in 31 seconds for Seattle, who has a 2-goal lead. That's intercepted by Waugh. Here comes the former Vegas Golden Knights centerman. Waugh into the zone. Hits the trailer. Yarncroke a drive, and a save by Joey Decord, who hangs on.
But you're going to get more ice time, and as a forward, you're thankful for that.
Man of the forecheck. Here's Domi in the corner. Centering for Matthews, and a stick in the way by the netminder Decord. Centers for Knies. Pulls it out of traffic. Matthew Knies for McCabe. McCabe one-timer and a kick save by Decord. Domi in the corner. Surveys, looking for a lane. Centers for Knies. It didn't get much on it, and a save by Decord. Here is Riley. Bodies in front. Matthews a drive. That block pops up in the air. Held in by Toronto, and Tolvanen right now is on one leg. He is hobbling around. Shot, score for the point. Power play goal for the Leafs, and it's 3-2. It's Morgan Riley.
They knew the importance of it. They had a ton of chances. Tavares gets a tip. You can see Domi gets the puck, brings it out to the top, brings all the penalty killers down for Seattle. And then he's able to get it again, just puts up to Riley. Watch the traffic. And does Tavares get a little piece of this as well? He was there creating some traffic. A nice job by Riley. Not a big slap shot, just get it to net, see what happens, and I don't think Joey Decord sees this at all.
Some traffic in front. Nye setting the screen. Also, his defenseman Larson may have been in the way. And if it is Morgan Riley's, it is his 7th of the year.
We know the fatigue is set in for all teams at this point with the Olympic break and the grind of the schedule. But if you can just grind it out here leading to the Olympic break, knowing you're getting a break for the most part, most players, and find a way to get a good stretch of wins here.
Turnover, Shane Wright, score! Second of the night for Shane Wright. And a 2-goal lead again, 4-2 Kraken.
That just comes back to haunt them right at the offensive blue line. It's Knies who doesn't get it deep, and the attack is on for Seattle. They get the puck in deep, they create a forecheck, and just a nice job on right here. Coming up, he's tracking backwards. I think he's going to be on the back check. Puck comes right to him. He's able to find the slot and goes glove side on Stolarz.
Matthews off on the half wall. Matthews trying to backhand it in deep, stolen toward the empty net. McCann throws it in, score! 5-2 Seattle.
Yeah, how about him? He had 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 2 games, and this one just really good defense, relentless. He got the pulled goaltender, don't sit back, continue to pressure. That's exactly what the Seattle Kraken did. And Jared McCann takes an extra look, makes sure he doesn't miss this net, really puts this one away.